to identify anterior from posterior. You did it one of two ways. You can look for the sulcus. Like I said, it runs sort of at an angle going towards the apex, but doesn't go straight to it. So that's the anterior interventricular sulcus. That's the same sulcus right here. And then this is the same one on this heart, right?
Okay.
So the base of the heart is up here where all the vessels come in and out of the heart. The apex is the point. If you're looking at the anterior side of the heart, your left side is the right side of the heart, and your right side is the left side of the heart, right?
Okay.
So we need to identify the pulmonary trunk on all the hearts. So this is the pulmonary trunk on this one. This is the pulmonary trunk on this one, right here. And this is the pulmonary trunk on this one. Now what they all have in common is that these vessels are originating almost from the anterior side of the heart. Right here on anterior, 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 right? And the way we identify those is we follow that anterior interventricular sulcus all the way up to the base and move directly to our left, and that's the pulmonary trunk. So that's it on that one. You move up the sulcus, move to your left, that's it on that one. Move up the sulcus, move to your left, and that's it on that one. All right?
Okay.
The aorta is typically the largest opening, typically centered in the base of the heart, so that's the aorta on this one. And this branch right here, this opening, is the first branch off of the aorta. Aortic arch is called the brachiocephalic branch. On this heart, that's the pulmonary trunk, but this is the aorta, that big opening, and this is the brachiocephalic off of it. On this heart, this is the pulmonary trunk, right here. This is the aorta. You kind of see it's already arching backwards. And this is the brachiocephalic off of it. All right? This is the superior vena cava on this heart. It'll always be somewhere near the right auricle. So this is the right auricle of the right atrium. That's the superior vena cava on that one. Here's the right auricle of the right atrium over here. And this is the superior vena cava on this one. Kind of collapsed, but that's it. This is the right auricle on this one, and the superior vena cava got mutilated. It's right here. That opening. Right?
Okay.
So we have pulmonary trunk, aorta, brachiocephalic, and superior vena cava on all of the hearts that we have to identify. Then you identify the right and the left auricles on the hearts. Right and left auricles. And the right and left auricle
Here I go too.
on the heart. If we open the hearts up, we can determine left and right by the size of the wall of the ventricular musculature. So the side that has the thickest wall is left. The side with the thinnest wall is the right side. So this is the left ventricle, this is right ventricle. This is the left ventricle on this half, and this is the right ventricle on this half. We still see the chordae tendineae that comes off of the AV valves. Here's a cusp of the bicuspid valve with its chordae tendineae. And wherever the chordae tendineae insert in the wall of a ventricle, that is a papillary muscle. Here you can see a big one there, left ventricle. Here's some more cords for the other part of the bicuspid valve on this side, and they insert into a papillary muscle over here. The AV valve on the right side of the heart. Let's see if I can see this one. I can barely see it. Those little, just pieces of it right here, those little cords. That's part of the AV valve. I guess most of it is over here. You see? Yeah. This one wasn't cut even. So almost all of the AV valve is in this side. And that's these flaps right here with the cords. And that little ball right there, that's a papillary muscle in the wall of the right ventricle. So the AV valve on the right side of the heart is called the tricuspid. The ventricular musculature that separates internally the right and left ventricles from one another is called the interventricular septum. All right? So that's all the stuff internally on that one. Let's see if it looks the same on this one. So on this guy, here's the thickest side, so that's left. So that's the left ventricle. Interventricular